Hi, I'm Nikia Phoenix, and I'm kinky when wet.
Hello and welcome to Kinky when Wet. I'm your host, nappy-headed black girl, and today I'm sitting here with the beautiful and talented model, Nikia Phoenix. If you follow me on Facebook, my Facebook fan page, then you'll recognize her face. She's the pretty one with the freckles and the fabulous hair. How long have you been chemical free?
I think I stopped counting a while ago, but I have been chemical free for about 4.5 years.
Is there anything in particular that made you want to go natural?
Well, I had thought about going natural for a while. I was very curious to see what my curl pattern was like because I had had a relaxer since I was 6. And I was also tired of all the damage that my hair was going through because of all the shoots and runway shows, so decided to chop it off. I guess sort of a big chop. I mean, I chopped the sides and the back, and the top was still a little bit longer, and then wore it kind of funky for a little bit.
Wait. The top was still relaxed?
I mean, yeah. So then once it started growing out a little bit more, I just chopped the straight pieces off.
How did you view your hair growing up as a child? Was it ever an issue for you?
Oh, definitely. Come on. I mean, whenever the new growth would start coming in, I'd kind of freak out. I wasn't used to the texture. My hair is also really thick. Whenever I did get a relaxer, and it had been a while, hairstylists would always say something to the effect of, "Good God, your hair's so thick. Oh, there's so much to work with." Complaining, making me feel bad about my texture.
Are there any special products that you use or anything, that you just love and swear by for your hair?
I don't think I swear by anything, to be honest. I'm sort of a product junkie. I mean, if somebody gives me something, I'm definitely going to try it. If I run out of it, I might get it again, or I might choose to move on to something else. But I've worked with Free Your Mane, so I have a lot of Free Your Mane products that I use. I also use Carol's Daughter, because I'm doing a new campaign with them. This is going to sound really funny, but I use a lot of products from Trader Joe's. My scalp gets very itchy, so I like to use things with tea tree oil, so I use their tea tree oil conditioner.
Do you use oils in your hair?
Yeah, whatever's there. I'm not like, oh, I'm only going to use Moroccan oil, or I'm only going to use coconut oil. It also depends on the season and the temperature outside. My hair reacts so differently here in Los Angeles than it does when I go back home to South Carolina to visit.
Do you have to do anything special to keep your hair healthy? Because I know they do a lot of styling and stuff on the shoots.
I keep my hair short for that reason. I did a few shoots in the last 6 months where the client wanted my hair straight, and they didn't exactly have the right products to use to straighten my hair. This was when I was overseas. So I got a lot of heat damage. I noticed that my curl wasn't curling up like it normally does, especially in the front. And that's like the front, that's what you want to make sure it looks perfect. So after that, I was like, nope, snip, chopped it off. So I like to, maybe every year, I like to start off fresh, let it grow, see what it's going to do. If it gets damaged, I'm not attached to my hair like I used to be. So if I need to cut it, then I'm just going to cut it and keep it moving.
So it's more about health than looks. I like that.
I'd rather my hair be healthy than be long and dry and damaged.
Speaking of your hair and modeling, has it ever been an issue on, I guess, certain shoots, or when you get somewhere and they're like, oh yeah, well, we want you to do this to your hair, we want it straight, or, we want it longer. Is that ever, as a natural, is that ever a problem for you?
It can be annoying if the client wants your hair straight and they haven't prepped you for it. Because my hair it's tightly coiled. So if you want to straighten my hair, you need to send me to the salon the day before to prep it and get it ready for something like that. But a lot of clients that aren't used to working with natural hair, they think that you can just go in, get it blow dried out, and you're ready to go. No. You need a stylist who is trained to work on different textures of hair. And a lot of them are not.
Tell us how you became a fabulous model. Was it something that you'd always wanted to do, or something that just kind of fell into your lap?
I had wanted to model since I was a teenager. It didn't happen immediately. There were a number of trips to New York trying to find an agency and never actually getting one. And then it did kind of fall into my lap when it was supposed to happen. I guess that was about 8 years ago. Actually happened right down the street from where we are now. The owner of Alternative Apparel approached me and we started talking about t-shirts, and at the time I was studying fashion design. Then he mentioned that he was doing a photo shoot for his company the following week and asked me if I wanted to model for it. So I said yes.
Tell me how you like to wear your hair. Do you have any favorite styles, or just pretty much rock it however you want for the day?
It does. My hair has a mind of its own, so it's going to do what it wants to do, not necessarily what I want it to do. I love it when other people style my hair, but I'm not touching this. I want to be able to get out the shower, put some moisturizer on it, swirl it up, and go. I don't want to have to fuss over it. It's going to do what it wants to do.
Do you have a nighttime routine?
I just go to bed.
Do you tie it up or anything?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
No. I went natural and kept it short so I wouldn't have to do that.
I hear
After
you.
20-something years of having to wrap your hair up, silk scarf, satin pillowcase, and all, no, I don't do that anymore.
Don't knock the satin pillowcase, okay?
I don't knock it. It's great. But 20 years of doing that,
I understand. That's why I freeform. I can't do the twisting and stuff. I just kind of like to be free.
Yeah.
Just let it do what it do. I understand.
And on special occasions, then you put a little bit more time and effort into it. But for every day, nobody has time for all of that.
Do you have any advice for aspiring models who are trying to get where you are right now? Well, besides visiting your blog, of course, modelliberation.com.
Right. Model Liberation, it's great. It's liberating. I started to liberate myself from all the craziness of the industry. But it's about having a really good foundation and people that believe in you, because you need somebody that's going to be there to push you when you can't push yourself. So surround yourself by great people and you'll do just fine.
Any advice for new naturals or someone who might be right on the brink of doing the chop? Any encouragement or words of advice?
It's just hair. I mean, it's our crowning glory, but it's just hair. It's gonna grow back. Put it this way, when I was in college, just like everybody else in college, I wanted to have hair that came right below my shoulders. It was all silky and perfect, right? Like I just came out of the salon. No matter how much I tried, my hair never grew below my shoulders. Never. I didn't understand it. But it's obviously all the chemicals that I've been putting into it for 20-something years. Of course it's not going to grow. I was so stuck on this image of myself, what I could possibly look like with long hair. I mean, we all have hair envy for somebody. Tracy Ellis Ross, beautiful hair. Then I cut it. And I think the transitioning started from there, when I decided that I wasn't committed to having a certain length of hair, you know? So I cut it short, I let it grow back a little bit, then I cut it again. And then when I was ready to transition, completely go natural, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because I wasn't attached to that hair as much anymore. If you're considering going natural and you're, a little on edge about it, you really have to take a long look in the mirror and just look at your face. Like, pull your hair out of your face completely and just look at yourself and accept that that's who you are, with or without hair.
Tell your fans where we can find you online.
You can find me online at modelliberation.com. Also on Twitter, my name's Nikia Phoenix, all one word. Same thing with Instagram, Facebook. It's the Nikia Phoenix on Facebook.
Well, Nikia, I think that about wraps it up. Thank you so very much for meeting with us today. I do appreciate it. And you guys, she is just as pretty in person as she is in the picture that I'm going to post on my blog and my Facebook page. So she's awesome. So thank you for joining me for Kinky and Wet. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.
Nappy-headed black girl, where all hair is good hair.